Hello, I'm Rick Torbett.
Hi, I'm Mike Bibby. Welcome to Better Basketball's Better Passing.
The fact that you're watching a video on passing tells me a lot about you. You're thinking unselfishly, you're a team player, and you want to make your teammates better. These qualities are the backbone of a champion. Legends like Jordan, Bird, and Magic were not just great scorers, they were great passers. They were not only able to create shots for themselves, but also to create shots for their teammates. Just knowing that you're watching a video on passing tells me you've got that champion's mentality. Our videos on shooting and ball handling will get you scoring opportunities and points. But once you've mastered those two skills, you're going to force the defense to concentrate on stopping you. And you've got to be able to read the situation, find your teammate, and deliver the right pass at the right time. Now that's a visual skill, a skill that players typically acquire through years of experience, until now. You're about to encounter over 40 game situations. For each situation, we'll be starting with your viewpoint, as if you're the player making the pass. Then I'll break down what's going on with your teammates in the defense. Another clip of the situation will follow, along with a question mark and a chance for you to respond with the pass that has the best chance for success. By studying these situations, you can collapse time frames and get the repetitions you need by testing yourself over and over again. At the same time, you have the unique opportunity to get inside the head of one of the top point guards, playmakers, and passers in the game today, Mike Bibby. Now, the video is divided into 10 chapters. In the first chapter, you'll see Mike demonstrate the mechanics of all the passes used in the video. The following 6 contain the meat of the video, the 42 game situations that you will want to master. Chapter 2 deals with passing on the perimeter, such as all your options on the pick and roll. Chapter 3 contains the situations created when you dribble penetrate. Chapters 4 and 5 cover all the passes going into the post and out of the post, respectively. And Chapters 6 and 7 explore all the passes that arise out of the full court and fast break situations. In Chapter 8, we're going to broaden your vision of the game by looking at passing principles and game hints. Then Mike and I will demonstrate some fun drills in Chapter 9. And finally, in Chapter 10, we pick the brain of Mike Bibby, a man whose mental mastery of the game has made him one of the most dominant players in basketball today. In the same mold as better shooting, better ball handling, and better one-on-one defense, our goal with better passing is to get to the heart of the subject and not waste your time with anything other than techniques to make you a better passer. So let's get started with Better Basketball's Better Passing. Before we take a look at the situations that call for a particular pass, we're going to take a look at every type of pass. Now, why would Better Basketball spend time on things as basic as teaching the chest pass? Because if you can't execute each pass quickly and efficiently with either hand, then knowing the situation isn't going to do you any good. Your goal should be to properly execute all these passes before moving on to the next 6 chapters, where you're going to learn to read the situation that demands these passes. The air flick is the most common pass in basketball. Follow through with the passing wrist broken down just like you're shooting. The pass can be thrown at all angles. The one-hand bounce is executed just like the air flick. except you need to get low. Think about putting your chest on your thigh. Take a dribble, move it to your hip, and get your hand and elbow behind the ball. Keep moving as you throw. Don't stop and lose your momentum. Take the ball to your hip, then with a bend in your elbow, hook it away from your body and follow through over the top of the ball in order to give it top spin. Use the wraparound when you've got a player body to body with you. Your hand finishes sideways with your palm facing you. Finish with your palm up and elbow bent. The line of your shoulders is pointing in the direction of your pass. With your hand under the ball, execute the bowling pass with a bicep curl. Follow through with your palm facing you to put top spin on the ball. Take the ball to your ear as if you're throwing a football. Lead with your elbow first and follow through with your palm down to prevent the curve. Although held by both hands, the pass is drop bounced with one hand. You may even need to wrap around your defender in a wide sweeping motion. Fake the bounce pass to get the defender's hands down and then wrist flip the ball right past his ear. It's almost all wrist because it has to be quick. Just like a hook shot, jump off one leg, lift the ball high, and follow through directly over your head. Start the pass high and follow through high. Think soft and with your wrist. It can also be thrown with two hands. Hands are on the side of the ball and follow through with your thumbs out. Same as the chest, but the ball should bounce about 2/3 of the distance between you and your receiver. Pick up your dribble with both hands on the side of the ball and time your last step with the ball leaving your hands to use your forward momentum. Don't bring the ball back behind your head like a soccer pass. That's too slow for basketball. Snap the ball with your thumbs so that your palms finish facing your target and above your head. Off the dribble, jump, rotate in the air, and throw the above-the-head pass against the direction of your drive. The line of your shoulders is pointing to your target. You should be in an athletic stance because you're going to use your whole body. Your feet and hands must work together. The ball leaves your hands when your feet leave the ground. Picture your arms and the ball crossing your face as you follow through to your target. The dribble hand picks up the ball and passes in one motion. Same as the air pass, but bounce it 2/3 the distance. This is especially useful when you're using the offhand as an arm bar. Use the discus pass when you're on the move and need to cover a long distance. As the dribble comes up, cup the ball back at waist level and finish above your opposite shoulder. You're in a power dribble stance, and you're being pressured by the defense while waiting for your teammate to get open. What's the best pass for this situation? Use the one-hand air flick. Since you need to use your non-dribbling hand and your body to create space, make the pass with your outside hand. Pass with one hand because if you pick up your dribble with both hands, you'll give up the protection needed to make a safe pass. On a pick and roll, the defender switches so aggressively to stop the ball that he leaves a passing lane for you to feed your rolling teammate. What do? Step across, rip the ball hip to hip away from the defender, and then make a one-hand bounce pass. In a pick and roll, what pass do you use if the defense switches and defends the gap from the last situation? Hook bounce pass around him. Follow through with your hand rolling over the top of the ball. This will put some top spin on the pass and make it bounce into the path of the roller. Make sure to take 2 dribbles past the screen to create space. If you don't, the defender can play both of you and deflect your pass. In a pick and roll, if both defenders play the ball and there's help D in the lane to prevent a roll, then the screener must flare away from the ball to create space to catch and shoot. How do you get him the ball? You must quickly get up and over the defense and throw back against the grain. Hit the flare on the inside in his shot pocket. This